अगर आप श्रेयस अय्यर को टेस्ट टीम में इंक्लूड करते तो किसके प्लेस पर करते और कैप्टनसी स्विच करते तो किसको बनाते कैप्टन? इज सुरेश रैना द बैटिंग कोच ऑफ सीएसके नेक्स्ट सीजन? यू थिंक दैट Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer are overrated hype players? Wow. The question is, why do cricketers have trust issues? I love that question. Text question from Titan Jr. You've asked so many questions, buddy, but I'm going to take as many as I can. You said you think that Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer are overrated hype players. Wow, that's quite a bit there. They should not be given so many chances, especially Rishabh. What do I think? I completely and wholeheartedly disagree with you. I think both of them are champion players and they've proven their worth multiple times. Shreyas Iyer has won the IPL, won every domestic tournament there is to win. Has been a part of the championship winning ICC Champions Trophy. He's also, he's also been someone who's led so well. So I don't see, the justification of overrated hype player even being attached there in any way, shape or form. Rishabh Pant, the same thing, a proven match winner, an absolute legend in Test cricket. He's got 600s and 990s in Test cricket. Imagine if he actually had those 900s converted into hundreds. He'd have 15 Test hundreds under the age of 30, which would be phenomenal, almost Virat-esque, to be honest. He's the proven match winner in Test cricket. So I think that I completely disagree with. Virat and Rohit, you were saying that they should retire so that youngsters can get a chance. They have retired, buddy. They have retired from both T20I cricket and from Test cricket. They're only playing one-day cricket now, and they are solid one-day players. And the fact that there are not too many one-day matches played right now, I think it's justified for them to continue to remain in the ODI setup and try and win the 2027 Cricket World Cup for us, the 50-over World Cup for us. The next question is from Sailesh K, and Sailesh is asking me, sir, how did you feel after the 2009 finals loss? So, how did I feel after the 2009 finals? After the 2009 finals, I was devastated, kano. ಒಂದು ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಜಾರಾಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೂ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So let's just keep it short with that. I was absolutely devastated after 2009 finals. It took me a long time to recover from that one. So this is from the fake JossD92, and his handle is @JossD92real. And his question is, why all the failed ex-cricketers hate Virat Kohli, in brackets including you? It's incredible how you have stated that we're all failed ex-cricketers. I would love to understand your definition of success in life and in professions. But as far as the question is concerned, I've answered this multiple times. I don't think any of us, including me, I speak for myself, that we don't hate Virat Kohli. There are certain things we disagree with him about, and I think that's perfectly fine. And I think we all can exist in a world where we can agree to disagree with each other. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The next question is from Decent Boy, Khanba. His question is, who's the best batsman in all three formats in the last 10 years? Well, without an iota of a doubt, I would have to say Virat Kohli. Yes, the last 2 or 3 years as far as Test cricket, his numbers haven't been great. But outside of that, I still believe he is the best all three format player in the last 10 years. I can't think of another one that comes to the top of my head across formats. Joe Root? No, not all three formats. Joss Butler? No, not Kane Williamson, not Steven Smith. Has to be Virat Kohli. That's a no-brainer. Akash Ghosh is asking me, CSK release list? Whoa, that's going to be a proper list, man. Maybe I'll do an episode on that sometime later, Akash. But thank you for that. It's a good idea. Shivam Sharma. His question is, अगर आप श्रेयस अय्यर को टेस्ट टीम में इंक्लूड करते तो किसके प्लेस पर करते और कैप्टनसी स्विच करते तो किसको बनाते कैप्टन? शिवम, मैं कैप्टनसी को अगर मेरा चॉइस होता और अगर वो मानता तो मैं जसप्रीत बुमराह को देता, पर क्योंकि जसप्रीत बुमराह शायद उनको लगता है कि सारे टेस्ट मैचेस नहीं खेलेंगे, तो मुझे लगता है कि सही सेलेक्ट किए हैं कैप्टन को. शुभमन गिल इज अ वेरी गुड कैप्टन. Rishabh Pant's a very good vice captain, and we'll see. As in, I think it's a good pick. As far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned, I would love to see him being included in this side, because I think he'll be a solid Test match cricketer as well, and his numbers also show that. He hasn't gotten the opportunity to play outside of India, and I'm certain that if he does get an opportunity, he'll do really well. किसकी जगह पर? क्योंकि हमारा टूर है, आईसीसी का टूर्नामेंट नहीं है, प्लेयर्स का लिमिट नहीं है यार, एक और प्लेयर लेके जा सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. अर्जुन, यू आर आस्किंग मी if is Suresh Raina the batting coach of CSK next season? I actually personally asked Suresh this, and Suresh was telling me he was just kidding. And I don't know, to be honest. You never know about these things, but maybe there is interest for him to be the batting coach of CSK. It's a conversation they have to have with each other, but it'll be interesting if they can make him batting coach. So you're asking about fantasy apps, fantasy apps where people can win prizes and money and all of that. Well, I think it's a personal choice, to be very honest. I don't think we can dictate how people can or should live their lives. It's a free country, and I think we're allowed to live our lives the way we deem fit based on our own individual morality, and different people's moralities allow them to do different things, right? And everyone's values are based on that, and we're all responsible for our own lives. The buck stops with us, and if we take responsibility for our own lives and the choices we make in our lives, then it does not matter the things that are available or not available in the world, the things that are legal or not legal and all of that. It could extend to anything. I think if we take responsibility for our lives, then we make the choices that best suit us. Sure, but I would have to say that a lot of the apps that you are mentioning here, they're not betting apps. Betting apps are very different from fantasy apps, and fantasy apps are a very different segment altogether. So for me, like I said, it's a personal choice, and I think we all should be allowed to have the dignity of personal choice. The question is, why do cricketers have trust issues? I love that question. Cricketers have trust issues, or cricketers are insecure, so to speak, is because it's such a complex game. Our game is complex to the extent that it is an individual sport within a team sport. So yes, your team has to win, but how you perform also matters so much for your own personal growth within the team's ecosystem. So keeping that in mind, everyone is competing with each other, so to speak. For example, two opening batters, they have to perform well for the team, and they have to get a good start for the team, whilst there is a third opener who's not in the playing 11 waiting for an opportunity. So they have to try and perform better than each other. So there is that sense of insecurity that will always be there, and they have to perform better than each other whilst making sure they perform well for the team. So it's a very dynamic kind of situation where it's quite complex to live within. If you live within that day in and day out, it's a byproduct, I think, that insecurity and trust issues tend to come in, because we're all human beings and we all have our own complexities. So that part will come in at some point, and one has to deal with it. And it depends on the level of intensity of competition, and what the competition is within the group, how clear the roles are, how secure, psychologically secure each player is made to feel within the group. That is why the leader and the leadership instincts and the qualities are very critical, and how you make sure your group that you exist within feels secure in their positions. Because when people are secure, they're not working from a place of survival, they're working from a place of thriving. And when people are working from a place of thriving, they're thinking, what can I do for my team? How can I win matches for my team? So I think that holds good in every walk of life. When you feel secure in any environment, you are thinking of the best that you can give. When you're not thinking of, or when you're not operating from a place of thriving, when you're operating from a place of survival, you're just worried about how can I survive today and come back tomorrow, the next day. So that oftentimes, not sometimes, can lead to trust issues and being insecure as a person. And those are the complexities that one needs to deal with as you play cricket or any other competitive team sport.